Okay, guys, today we got two motors here I'm going to look at. That one there I may not do much filming on, but we're going to just take a quick look at them, see what we're doing. Um, these are my buddy's mowers. Neither one of them run from what I understand. This one here is missing the cover to their uh, carburetor, to the air cleaner. Okay, well, welcome back to the channel. Today what we're going to look at is a yard machine, 21-inch cut. Does not start. It has the plastic carburetor on for Briggs. I have done a video on that. I'll put the video up here for that if you have having problems with a plastic carburetor on a Briggs mower. Today we're going to look at this one and see if it's the same problem we had with the other one or if there's something else going on. Okay, so here is our yard machine. Okay, at this point I have to do a voiceover. There's a problem with my microphone not picking up very good. I've been having an issue with this for a while. But as you can see, the cover is missing on this yard machine. It needs an air cleaner also. First thing we want to look at is the choke position. The choke looks like it's half open. Here we're checking for oil and fuel, make sure everything's good there. Oil looks pretty good, so let's give it a try and see what happens. Well, it's not starting by the choke. Let's give it a little spray and see if that helps anything there. Okay, it's definitely a choke issue. So let's see what's going on. Removing the carburetor cover, I'm using a 5/16 or an 8mm and also a 9/32 or a 7mm socket to remove the cover. If you look close here, you can see the choke is partially open. The engine has cooled down. I closed the choke with my finger and it stayed closed. It's hard to see on the video, but the choke rod is touching the housing. This will restrict the movement of the choke rod, preventing the choke from closing all the way when the engine cools down, which will cause it not to be able to fire back up. Here I'm just removing the shroud so you can get access to the choke rod and see everything in here and see how everything's set up. It will be hard to see on the video, but you'll get the idea what's going on. Now we have access to the choke rod and the actuator. This actuator here is a heat actuated device. I believe it's called a thermistor. Not 100% sure of that, but this is the rod that pushes your choke open as the spring inside expands. It opens your choke up with the heat so that your engine will stay running and not over choke. But as it cools down, it will close the choke back up. This rod looks like it's a little bent, and as if somebody was working on here before and it Might even be rubbing on the spark plug wire itself. So we're going to see what we can do with it. All the linkage and everything looks pretty good, and it looks like it's moving freely without the shroud on. So we're not sure if it's the spark plug wire yet or not. But in a few seconds, I will also notice another issue that I may have caused while taking this apart, but could also have been part of the issue of why it wasn't starting. We'll see that in a second. Right here is where I noticed the problem where the cord was not seated right on the O-ring. If you see where the white ring is, the if it's not on there tight, it will suck air. So we made sure that the rod was seated or that the carburetor was seated on there correctly. So to fix the problem with the rod dragging either on the spark plug wire or on the shroud, which I believe it's on the shroud, we're going to just take the loop that you see in there and squeeze it shut and try to shorten up the rod. So as the thermistor cools down, it pulls the choke all the way closed. But then we want to make sure and check everything that the plug wire isn't restricting it or anything else will be restricting it when we put the shroud back on. And as you'll see, this is the common problem with another common problem with these carburetors is that they just seem to drag on the shroud. So once you make sure you got good clearance, you shouldn't have any problem with the choke not operating after that. Here we're just checking to make sure the choke is fully closed and opens back up like it should. This is your second common problem with the plastic Briggs carburetors. Let's see what it does. Okay, we got a head photo alert. Okay, so there you have it. We got it running. It fires up without spraying. However, like I said, I'm going to have to try it again tomorrow after work. See if it fires up after sitting and cooling down completely for a day. We'll take a look at that choke, make sure it's closed. Well, we'll know if it fires up or not. So I'll come back tomorrow, show you what happens, and that'll be the end of the video. Okay, it's been 24 hours. Mower sat, hasn't run, so we're going to give it a shot and see what it does. If it fires up, we're going to call it good, except for we just got to order that cover. Head phone alert. Okay, we're going to call that good. It runs a little bit rough, but it needs a little bit of a tune-up. Needs an air filter. Plug probably could be changed or at least cleaned and regapped. And it should run fine. It's also got some stale gas in it yet from last year, so that could also be part of the problem there. But we'll see what happens. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit the like, share, subscribe button, and hit the notification button so you get a notice when new videos are up.